Proud of our guys for battling through a quarantine and finding a way to come out with a win. Um, it wasn't pretty, especially first half of the game, but we kind of knew it might be like that going into it. So thought we found some toughness defensively in the second half and made some big shots too.
Go ahead, Dylan.
I know you have a lot of new guys from last year, but close games were, you lost a lot of close games last year. How do you feel like your team has improved in terms of closing out games from some of those games you lost last year?
Yeah, I think that was a big message we had in every timeout the last 4 minutes of the game. Like, it's time to grow up, time to find a way to win in those moments, and credit our guys. I thought they did a good job down the stretch taking care of the ball for the most part. And I think one of our big issues a year ago was making free throws when the other team is fouling us. And I think we did a good job shooting a high percentage in those situations too.
How do you feel when you guys had that those games canceled and kind of an unexpected long layoff? How do you feel the guys responded from that layoff?
Well, I mean, it's really tough. We came back from Northern Colorado, had a good Christmas together, and then boom, you hear about a positive test, and it shut everything down for about a 10-day stretch. And I wish everyone realized how hard it is to not play basketball for 10 days and then step right on the floor in a college basketball game and try to play hard and be efficient and display all the good habits that you've tried to work on all year. So we were sloppy. Braden Parker didn't play as many minutes as we would like him to, mostly because of foul trouble and defensive matchups. But I think when you're trying to build a program and trying to get good, tonight's a good sign. We didn't play our best and found a way to win a road game.
How did Braden's foul trouble kind of change your plans or affect the game?
Well, I think on offense, we have started to create an identity. We're much better when we can throw it into him and play from there. Early in the game, they started to double team him to take that away. He got one early foul. We took him out of the game. Then they started to play a little bit smaller. There wasn't a great defensive matchup for us. Then the second half, we started to try to go back to how we want to play. He immediately picked up his third foul, had to sit all the way till about the 12-minute mark, and then didn't really kind of get to how we want to play on offense until that point.
There was that I think was an 8-0 run in the second half where you guys kind of took control, and I don't think you trailed after that point. What was working for you guys during that run that kind of allowed you to get control of the game?
Yeah, they were doing a really good job making it hard or difficult to score around the basket or in the post. I think our guys adjusted and did a good job kicking it back out. I think the big difference between the first half and the second half in those moments is we were getting some of those same shots early in the game. We just weren't making them. We had a stretch there where all of them were going in. And obviously, when that's happening, you're hitting threes and back-to-back possessions. It changes the game.
And finally, you mentioned free throws. Tarek made some big ones late in the stretch and made a couple big baskets. Maybe just talk about how he performed today.
Yeah, he was great, and how a senior should play. I think in some of those moments a year ago, he may have turned it over or taken a bad shot or missed a free throw. He did none of that tonight. So that's a great sign for us moving forward.
All right.
I will add too, it takes a little pressure off him when the ball handling duties are shared with Robert Ford.
Yeah, I can imagine. Talk about Ford too. He looks really good too.
Yeah, he's going to be a great player. He's obviously still learning. This is a big jump up from where he came from and what he's used to, but he impacts the game in a lot of ways. Good defender. He's our smallest starter and he's our leading rebounder. He's just going to keep getting better every day.